What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is Sunday, September 1, 2024. It is 8 a.m. and we haven't opened the shop yet. What's up, YouTube? It's been fucking crazy the last few days. I've been super busy with work here at the shop and with my real estate business, and yesterday was one of the busiest days of the year. And it's very, very good. We haven't had time to put away all the tires yet from like 2 weeks ago. If you see all these tires on the floor, you'll see like that they're not in their spots yet. See over there, we're barely bringing them to their spots because we've been just so busy. See that? And yesterday morning, well, let me tell you the quick story, right? So one of my very good customers, he's from Glendale. It's really far from here. He says, I'm gonna come for some tires. I'm like, all right, come through. I thought I had him back here, and when he shows up, I checked and I didn't. Then I had to go to Plan B, and so Plan B was hit up a tire wholesaler near me, and he wasn't there. But he said I got those tires. And then I go to Plan C, which is one of my competitors, and then he hooked me up with a tire. I put it on. He was super happy. It was a good tire. And then I told my wholesaler guy, well, I didn't tell him, but the plan I made was I'm going to go over there the next day, which was yesterday, to buy tires. Because it's just so much sales. And even the ones that I left in the front that I haven't even had time to bring to the bag. There's some right here. Picking from them. And those things were selling. And then I was like, you know what? We need more tires. So I went over there yesterday morning, and I started picking to buy. So I don't know how many bought. Like, it must have been like 200. I'm not sure. As you can see right here, we haven't had time to cut either. It's like we always been just mounting. And this is a whole bunch of tires that we haven't cut. And by the way, I do have a crew. That it's not like I have like low amount of people too. I do have my crew that I want. And these are the tires I bought yesterday right here. So now we have more to bring to the back. We have a ton of room in the back. We have a lot of tires in the back, but we have a ton of room still. So those racks are huge. And so I'm very happy about that. You know, all that's paid. Well, the whole shop is paid. I don't know anything when it comes to the shop. Anything. So that makes me feel very secure that I'm able to take more risk, right? If you owe like a whole bunch of tires and you're like, man, I gotta take care of this first before I do something else. But if you have no debt, then you're like, what's next? Like, okay, I can grow now. I can do something else now. And and so we organized a little bit, but we still have tires that we need to put in their spots. And so at this point, you know, this is like my year, I don't know exactly, like 20 something in the tire business, like 25 or something like that. So that year, let's call it 25, where the tire shop is super successful and I want to continue growing, but it's only one location. And I wanted a business where I could scale and I don't gotta be there. And here comes real estate, right? And so I started little by little being very safe with real estate. I saw how safe it could be. I started really small with small properties and paying like all cash on some of them. And you get to a point where you feel very confident, where you can take on a little bit more property, a bigger property, and now you feel more confident taking on debt, more debt. And the years go by, you're like, well, I'm like, you know what, I'd rather go even bigger now, because now I feel even more confident. So then I take on more units and more debt, right? And I feel like I'm still like not even halfway capacity what I can handle. And so it's like you're in a position where one day you come across where it's either you do a move right now or that opportunity is lost. And yes, there's always more opportunities, but you're gonna be able to come across like really good opportunity and you can take it on. It's gonna take some risk, more risk. It's gonna take on more debt, but you're gonna be able to handle something that it's really hard to do for, I guess, the average. And it's gonna be one of your side properties. So I decided to take initiative and go for it, because I had to act like now before the window closes. And I'm in escrow right now. I'm on my way to buy another property. When I felt I was like super broke, but I did my math. I'm like, no, you know what? I can afford it. You know, like, you do your math and it's like, okay, well, you know, you do your math where it's like after you close escrow, how much money you have, how much time you have with that money to fill it, and at the same time, your other assets, how much are they producing to get your back. And so the cool thing is that the tire shop, man, you're able to push it and push it and push it, and it performs. And I'm able to take you in a higher risk because of that. The money comes in faster if you choke and grow. If you watch my videos, I be saying you gotta choke yourself to grow. And yeah, well, I'm in escrow right now to buy this duplex in my city at a great price. It was off market. The owner likes me a lot, and just so happens that my friend's in the transaction. Well, that's how I found the deal. He's the wholesaler, so I'm happy. I'm gonna make him money. Everybody wins, right? If you know how to do your business good with real estate, and you can make the thing cash flow, then there's money to be made, very good money to be made. And it comes out to like where this side deal that's expensive is gonna be turning out to be a very profitable one in multiple ways, where I'm walking into equity. I'm saving a lot of money doing the 1031 exchange. I'm saving a lot of taxes from being paid now. And when it comes to cash flow, compared to the last property, compared to this property, it's gonna be a massive amount of cash flow. And it's funny, but just with one deal, just with this deal, I'll be able to pay my rent where I'm living at from that cash flow. So that's how powerful real estate is. It might not seem like a lot when you're looking at it from the outside, but if you run your numbers, you're able to see what each deal brings to the table. And sometimes you can find a gem, and this is like one of those deals I consider a gem, where like, well, it didn't seem like all that from the outside. It's only a duplex. But if you run this business right, and you have high cash flow, high consistent cash flow with it, if you structure it right, then it's gonna be like a massive like home run. If everything goes as planned, which I pretty much figure it is gonna go everything as planned, then it's gonna be a massive home run. If it doesn't, then minimum I got market rents, and market rents is already more than the mortgage and taxes and all that. And so I'm still gonna be cash flowing, but not as much as my plan A, which is Section 8. I'm already renting that place out to two Section 8s, and those things spit out high cash flow and safe, guaranteed by the government. But anyways, I was able to take that risk, even though I'm already like, I thought I was done with real estate for a little while. The last deal I just closed, I closed it in July 11th. The last deal I just closed hasn't been that long, about almost 2 months, not even 2 months ago. And you know, when you close a property, when you close it, you're like, man, I'm like all spent. You know, I gotta like just relax a little bit, you know, work on this deal, and then continue to save. But hey, if you have the opportunity to do it, and you feel like you can take on additional risk, but it's risk where it's like risk well managed, then don't be afraid, go for it. You know, this is how you can push yourself to grow really strong. And so I'll tell you a story. We were really busy here yesterday, and someone comes, right? Brand new, super expensive BMW. It's kind of like a, I don't know, SUV crossed with a car. Well, it's like big, right? I don't even know what that is, but and then a couple comes out, older couple, and they say, hey, are you Rudy? And I'm like, yeah. hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is this, and I am the investor that's gonna invest in your mobile home park. And I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? So just a little going back to the story, I'm doing a refinance on the brand new mobile home park that I just bought on 7-Eleven. And so how it is I go through a broker, and that broker finds an investor that lends you the money to do the refinance. Which, when it qualified, I asked if I can do a cash out refinance, and they said yes. So not only am I going to just refinance what I have for a longer amount of time, I'm going to cash out. I'm going to get money back from that refinance. So this is the gentleman that's going to be providing the money. And he says, hey, I just wanted to meet you in person. I'm like, oh, hey, well, nice to meet you. And his wife's there. Hey, nice to meet you. And we start talking. They start asking me about the plans of the park, and I tell him the plans. And he was very excited. And by the way, has a ton of experience with real estate. And at the end of the conversation, he says, okay, great. Hey, well, nice to meet you. Next time you need money, let me know. I'll lend you money again. And I was like, whoa. I was like, awesome, cool. I was like, well, the next time I'm going to be needing money is when I start doing this electrical upgrade on the property. But yeah, I'll let you know. And yeah, that was super awesome. It was just like, whoa, out of nowhere comes, and then he's just letting me know, like, hey, I like you, I like the business, I'll be lending you more money if you need to. Yeah, which I will need, like, in about, I don't know, 2 years from now or so. Maybe, who knows, maybe sooner. But whenever I start doing this project that I want to upgrade this electrical on this property, you know, you borrow money from that, and then they'll loan it to you, and you upgrade it, and then you're able to, you know, eventually what the whole point is doing all this is at the very end, when you have more tenants because of the electrical. So you have more tenants, which equals to more income, and now when it has more income, like legit banks will be interested in loaning you a big amount of money, because now that property is producing a lot of money, and they do you know, LTV with a DSR to check how much they can give you a cash out refinance. And then when that happens, then you're freaking golden. Now you can pull out money tax free, and then you can use that money to buy more real estate. And that property is producing cash flow still, paying off that loan. So it takes steps to get there for this property. But I thought it was pretty cool that guy came to my shop and he was like, hey, you know, I can tell that guy's like so rich, so loaded. But it was really cool, man. That was really cool how he came down like that. That was yesterday. Anyway, so today I expect to be very busy at the tire shop. We have a lot of work today. You see, all this needs to be in its place. I want to do a little bit of sweeping up in the front to begin with. I want to be getting it nice and cleaned a little bit in like the parking lot in the front. Well, it's really like the front sidewalk. I want to do that. Once we get there, then I like to do everything as a unit, so I will bring like 1 or 2 guys to help me out with that. In this case, I'll probably just bring one. Meanwhile, some of these guys put away these tires, makes room, and then when we're all like done together, then we'll be bringing in tires together. But again, in the meantime, there's always gonna be work, you know, a patch here, a used tire there, who knows, maybe four new tires there. And so we'll have whatever guys needed to be working on the cars, whatever amount of guys to be bringing in tires, and then cleaning. Once the cleaning is done, it's gonna take probably like 20 minutes. Then we'll come and get together and then start putting away tires together. And then we'll be getting more and more customers at that time. And then we'll be moving to the front. We'll be moving to help the customers out. So that's my plan for today. And it's gonna get really busy. I mean, this is a holiday weekend, so this is only about probably an hour's worth of time that I just told you right now. Maybe an hour and a half. Because the rest of the time, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna be super busy in the front, and then we're not gonna be able to do none of this. And then close. We're gonna close at 2 o'clock, our closing time. And that's it for the day. So looking forward to it, and I'm glad that everything's gonna be more organized and be pretty much more, bringing more tires to the back. So I'll just give you some examples of because I know you want to hear some more tire shop stuff. I'll just give you some examples. Lately, the sales I've done. We got on the new side, 37, 1350, 17 BFG KOs, KO2s, 225, 75, 16, the 6 new Americas highways. We got 215, 55, 17s, 205, 55, 16s. We did, yesterday was 285, 35, 20 in the back, Bridgestones. 255, 40, 20s in the front, Bridgestone, set of 4 that we had in stock for a long time, by the way. So you know when you have that set that you had it for a while and then you sell it, it's a good thing, because again, you don't have to buy another one back. You just sell it, get that money, and use it for something else. In this case, I use it for used tires. Yesterday we sold what is it, 11 22.5. We did orders of let me see, the orders was 255 65 18 Falcons, 225 65 17s, Chinese brand, 225 45 19s, set of 4 snow tires that we had in stock. 245 45 19s, Bridgestone. What other Bridgestone we sold? I had some other Bridgestones too. Let me see this side. I should have just wrote things down. But we replaced a lot of them. See that we got Like we'll just like solid put them back up nice and neat. 235 75 15s, 245 45 20s, 235 45 18s, and then 245 35 20s. Well, for the used, we've been saying 305 30 20s, then Goodyear F1s. 285 30 19s. I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking on this side right here. 275 35 19s. 235 40 19s. A bunch of those. 225 75 15s. Anything 14. Everything sells in that size. Used. New. I'm sorry. On the 15 regular side, we've sold so many 195 65 15s that I kind of running out. I got some more in yesterday, and that probably saw in the front. We sold 195 55 15s, 205 70 15s, 195 60 15. 33 12 50 15s. What's on this side? Let's see. 205 65 15s. Those things ran out already. Those sold a lot. 16s. Everything 16. The 215 60 16s. I sold out. I don't even have any. I got like a few of them in the new pile over there in the front, but I got them in yesterday. I've sold out like every week. I'm signing out that size because I get little. I get like 7 a week or something. But 205 65 16s. I put that size instead of the 215 60s. But I got more of those in today. Also, yesterday also. 265 70 16s I've sold recently a lot. We have, of course, 205 55 16s sell every day. We've been selling 205 60 16s. Let's go this way. 235 70 16's been signed. Been signing some new ones. 225 70 19.5s. Here you go. On the low pro 20s, the smallest thing we have right now is like 285 30 20s. When it comes to like multiple mounts, or at least like a pair, but not a pair as the same design as a pair as in the same size. We don't got nothing smaller than that. All the low pros have sold. All the smaller tires, and we just don't get nothing in. It's kind of sucks because customers don't get those in. I mean, they buy new. We've been signing new ones in like 225 35 20s, 245 35 20s, because they're used. So then we just gotta deal with that for now. I mean, what can we do? No one. If I don't got them, all the shops don't got them. I think that's the way I feel. It's like they're just gone, man, around here in SoCal. So that's been a shocker. But I've been signing some 21s, 275 35 21s. A lot of 18s of the 245 60 18s. 235 60 18s, a lot of those I sold. Also 235 55 18s I sold a lot. 265 50 20s I've sold. 255 50 20s I've sold recently. The ones that sold a ton for me was the 275 60 20. That's the one I told you about yesterday, that I had to go buy it from my competitor. Help me out. Usually I'm the one helping out everybody, but I'm glad when someone got my back. They're all gone. If you can see, this is where we keep them. But we got some more in the front today, yesterday, so we're good with there. We got some in the front. Looking forward, guys, to being restocking a lot of that stuff that's in the front. I'm looking forward to it. At least I know what I got in the front because I can memorize what I got. 215, 45, 17 are all gone. See right here? Nothing up here. We only got one 205, 45, 17. And I got a few in there in the front, 215, 45, and I got a few of these 205, 45s. Because in those spots, you know, they don't let you grab everything. They let you only grab a few, you know. Because I get it. Everybody needs to get some, you know. Like, not just me. Like, all the other shops need to get something, you know. So, that's why I'm only be able to get a few every week. But, yeah, we got some empty racks here, guys. See that? 215, 55, 17s I've been selling a lot, used. When it comes to this side, 265, 70, 17s, consistently selling. Not crazy amounts, but new ones. The truck ones has been alright. 295, 75, 22.5. I've been selling those a little bit. SUV 245, 55, 19s that sold. 235, 55, 19s that sold. To LT 245, 75, 17s I've been selling. So I always like to continue to grab a little bit here and there when I go buy used tires. Yeah, it's been a very, very beautiful recently. I'm just so happy. You know, if I can continue this for another month minimum, you know, that's all I have is like end of summer, right? About that time. And then after that, it's gonna slow down a little bit. But in the meanwhile, we can be killing it and saving as much as we can, and then get this next deal done. And then I'm done for the year. I'm not gonna buy no more properties and then work on renting them out. I got one I'm working on renting right now. I have a mobile home. I've been talking to tenants, and a lot of people don't have papers and don't have bank accounts and they get paid cash, and I, you know, there's so many, you know, people that want to rent that, you know, you can choose the best candidates, right, of them all. So you just hold off and see if when you get more people that have like all their stuff put together. I mean, I got so many people hitting me up, by the way. It's just me that I don't have time to talk to them. That's that's a good problem to have, right? So many people hitting you up for real estate that you don't have time to talk to them about, you know, getting the rental. So I'm just holding off until I find the right person and the right people that I want living at my property, the mobile home park. They don't have more income coming in to begin with, just because of one tenant, and just keep growing that passive cash flow, you know. And it's thanks because of the tire shop business, I'm able to do that. Where in the future I'll be able to live off of the cash flow of real estate, whether it's notes. If I turn my properties into notes and they only pay me a steady monthly payment, or if I decide to keep what I have now and just collect on cash flow, or if I go even bigger and trade these properties up and collect even bigger cash flow, with time, of course, because you have to pay a bigger price, you have a bigger mortgage, but then you have more tenants, more cash flow, and it's gonna take some time to grow it even more And then that's when it becomes good. But you know, you gotta think about your retirement, because you know, here at the tire shop, you ain't got nothing built. Like, you only got the tire shop and that's it. Like, it's not like you go to a job, you build 401k, or you got a pension plan and stuff. Like, you know, you gotta build that thing on the side. And that's how I, you know, structure my stuff. Well, like, real estate can also help with that. It's not just real estate, not just for one reason, it's for multiple reasons. That's the cool thing about it. You got like one thing, one tool, and that one tool can do a whole bunch of things. So you got to start building for that, even whether you like it or not. I mean, we're gonna get old, and we're not gonna be able to work at a tire shop one day, you know. So what's gonna be making you money? Are you gonna sell a tire shop, which you probably won't be able to get much from? You know, tire shops are not that valuable. It's really valuable to have, but it's not valuable when you're gonna sell, you know. And so then you gotta think about other options, you know. You gotta think about other plans. Are you just gonna have a whole bunch of cash, and that cash is gonna be devaluating every single month? It's gonna be getting chopped up every single month? Or do you want something where it grows every single month? You know, inflation is very good for rental properties. Very, very good. It's just one thing to keep in mind if you're still on the fence about real estate investing. I highly recommend it to the tire shop people, because it's been very, very good to the people I've seen that have used it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're almost gonna start here, and then we'll see you guys next time. Mamba out.